So did you know that there's 7 really good reasons to buy a new build or a new construction as an investment property? And I'm going to tell you about those in a couple of minutes. I'm here today on location at Appleton Place with Jo Simpson from Tommy's in Wellington, and she's got the listings here, and I'm going to talk you through, tell you a little bit later on about these places that I'm standing in right now, so you can use these as an example, and Jo will give us a couple of facts or figures on that just at the end of this video. But first of all, a lot of people don't consider new builds as a great option for investment properties, but they're actually really amazing. So I want to go through some of the options for you. So number one, the Reserve Bank rules. Okay, you will have heard probably in the news and in the papers how the Reserve Bank rules have said that you need a 30% deposit if you want to buy an investment property. This is true, right? But for new builds, you only need a 20% deposit. So we're talking equity deposit here, right? So you've got an existing house and you're living in it and you're wanting to go and buy another property. Now you can come up with 30% equity deposit if you want to buy an existing house, but for a new build like this one that I'm standing in, it's only 20%. Benefit of that is that it uses up a whole lot less of your equity and leaves you with more available equity to go and do it again with another new build if you want to do that. Okay, so your money goes, or your equity goes a lot further when you're considering a new build. Equity as a deposit, number 2. So when you're buying whether it be a construction or any type of investment property, and you've got an existing house that you live in and you've got existing equity in that house, you can buy that house with no cash down, provided you've got enough equity, of course. So I've got lots of clients that just in the last year have bought, we've done a lot of investment properties, and most of them haven't paid $1 for their houses that they're buying. So they're completely using the surplus equity that's in their owner-occupied house to go and buy the investment property house, and they're literally not putting a single cent down to buy it. That's pretty amazing, because you try and show me another investment where you can buy a $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 investment without parting with a single dollar. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so that's one of another benefit of investment properties, and particularly new builds or new constructions as investment properties. Number 3, interest-only mortgages. When you're buying a house for yourself to live in, the bank will nearly always want you to do principal and interest repayments. But when you are buying an investment property, they're usually happy for you to do interest-only repayments. This means the repayments are lower, okay? It means that you can actually have lower repayments on your house, the rent will be coming in, and that rent that comes in most situations will cover the mortgage, and it will cover the rates, and it will cover the insurance. So not only have you not paid $1 to get the house, you're not having to pay $1 to keep the house, okay? Now that's not the case for all situations, of course, but it is the case for a lot of situations. So that's a pretty amazing feature, okay? Another great thing about new constructions is that they are easy to tenant, okay? The reason they're easy to tenant is because they're double glazed. They've got heat pumps or heating inside them. They're clean, they're dry, they're everything that tenants want. This means that you can probably get a premium in rent for new builds as rental properties because people want to live in them, okay? What would you rather live in? A nice new place like this, or a dingy, cold, damp one? And there's plenty of those around as investment properties as well. So they're great, insulated, dry, warm, heated. What's not to like, all right? What number I'm up to? 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, little or no maintenance for quite a while, right? New house, a lot of them have got 10-year guarantees on them. Any maintenance is going to be minor, probably for the first decade. After that, you might spend a bit of money on them, but compared that to buying a 1940s, 1950s, 1960s house where you can expect maintenance to happen quite regularly. But with a new build, you can pretty much know, there's going to be some peace of mind around not having to spend money on maintenance for a number of years. Okay. Number 6, this applies to all rental properties, not just new builds, but no capital gains tax. All right, so that decision has been made now. You can actually buy with confidence, knowing that one day when you sell the investment property, you get to keep all the capital gains there, which is nice for investors. Okay. Now on construction, all right. So this is another point. When you buy a construction off the plans, the price is set right there and there at the beginning. So you might say, you might do a deal where the price is $600,000 for argument's sake, and that's the price that's agreed upon at the time of signing the contract. Then they start building the house. That might be a 6-month, 9-month, 12-month period for them to build the house. You get to the end of that, you get the house valued. What I'm seeing, probably like 8 or 9 times out of 10, that house has gone up in value 20, 30, 40, sometimes $50,000, okay? Now, they're still paying $600,000 for the house, but now it's worth $620, $630, $640, $650. You still get the benefits of that capital gains through the construction period. So when you get there, at the very end, you settle on the house, you pay your $600, and you've got something that's worth 20, 30, 40 grand more straight away. So that's a real bonus as well. You're ahead of the game straight away, and that gives you more equity to work with straight away if you want to go and buy another investment property. We're in Appleton Place. That's right, AJ. Appleton Place. There's 1, 2, 3 units on here that have got, you can come and join me, Joe. 3 units on here with 3 bedrooms each, and there's 1 3-bedroom house over here as well. One of them sold, 3 of them are tenanted. The one that we're in right now, of course, is empty. So this one's available, but there's other ones that are already tenanted, already got rental income coming in. So they're pretty amazing. So, and I was just going to do, Joe, can I borrow your calculator for a second? Thank you. So I just want to do this calculation for this particular place so that you can see it for yourself. So can you remind me, what are we looking to purchase this place for?
675 is the buyer inquiry.
Okay, so it's like about a 675 buyer inquiry, somewhere around there. So if we go 675 and we do an interest rate of say about 3.8%, which is pretty standard at the moment, and I divide that by 52, that means your mortgage repayments at interest only are going to be about $493, so under $500 per week at interest only on those mortgage repayments. How much are we getting rent for these places?
The rental appraisal $700 to $750 for each one.
Rental appraisal $700 to $750, right? With a mortgage that's going to cost you under $500 a week. So let's take our 500. I've got $493 a week. If you add on, say, some insurance, let's say insurance is $160 a month, so that's $40 a week. Let's call it $60 a week, and then your rates might be $3,000 a year, $50-$60 a week. I'll add on $80 a week to be conservative, right? So I'm up to $633 a week in rates, mortgage interest, and insurance. So 633, and remind me of the rent again?
$700 to $750.
Positive cash flow straight away, $700 to $750. So that's really amazing. So if you want to find out more about these places or any other new builds, you can get hold of Joe, you can get hold of myself to talk about whether you're ready or in a position to look at investment property. But places like this, I think, are amazing deals. No, that's actually fantastic rental return for the purchase price, and brand new, nothing to worry about for a long time. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you again. Cheers.